Welcome to WDW Escape, brought to you by WDW Magazine. In this episode, we present a magical moment. Challenge accepted, a Disney Springs food crawl by Danny Schuster, which first appeared in issue 66, March 2019. As regular readers will know by now, I am nuts about Disney food. Eating at Walt Disney World is always a highlight for me, and whether it's fancy table service meals, character buffets, quick service, or snacks, I'm always excited for the bounty that WDW has to offer. Ever since Downtown Disney was reborn as Disney Springs, there has been a steady expansion of new and exciting dining options, and frankly they are opening up more often than I can get to Orlando to try. My wife and I sat down one day and realized we haven't been keeping up with all the great new flavors on offer, so we hatched a plan. A Disney Springs food crawl. We decided that on our next trip we would take an afternoon, pop over to Disney Springs, and eat our way through as much of the delicious new-to-us food as we could. Disney Springs is a beautiful outdoor promenade bursting with shopping, dining, and entertainment. There are a range of stores and restaurants that cater to all tastes and budgets with familiar brands and exciting new options. Disney Springs is divided into 4 distinct themed areas or neighborhoods: The Landing, Marketplace, West Side, and Town Center. All told, Disney Springs covers approximately 120 acres of land, and you can easily spend days there checking out all the incredible shops. Now, since we only had one day to complete our mission, a game plan was a must for this food crawl. We wanted to keep our route flexible in case we ran into big crowds and lineups, but we also didn't want to be zigzagging and backtracking all day. Our food crawl ended up being 6 stops, mostly in the Landing with a couple stops elsewhere. There are restaurants and eateries in all the neighborhoods at Disney Springs. Our top picks just happen to be mostly clustered in that one neighborhood, since it's a relatively new area.
Stop number 1. Chicken Guy.
Chicken Guy is your one-stop shop for a ticket to Flavortown, brought to you by the one and only Guy Fieri. Chicken Guy is located just behind the Planet Hollywood Observatory, not far from where the Disney Resort buses drop you off. If you haven't already guessed from the name, Chicken Guy is all about delicious chicken. The menu is a mix of sandwiches, chicken tenders, available fried or grilled, some salads, and other quick grab-and-go items. The chicken is all natural and everything is prepared fresh in-store daily. The other signature feature at Chicken Guy are the sauces. They offer over 20 varieties of house-made sauces, from classics like buttermilk ranch and honey mustard to crazy wasabi fusion sauces and everything in between. Most entrees come with 2 sauces of your choice, and you can add an additional sauce for a nominal fee. Feel free to ask the staff for recommendations, or even other guests in line, as we did, because everyone has a favorite signature sauce, and some of the staff even had a favorite blend of 2 or more sauces you can try. We had to pace ourselves because this was only stop 1, and there was lots more eating ahead. We got a small order of 3 fried chicken tenders, $5.99, with the Nashville hot honey, recommended by the staff, and Guy Fieri's signature donkey sauce, donkey as in redonkulous, as Guy is known to say, which is sort of a spicy mayo-based dip, along with the fried pickle chips, $2.99, with buttermilk ranch sauce. You place your order, receive a place marker, then go to find your table. You put the marker on the table and the food gets delivered to you. Everything we ate was delicious. The chicken tenders were big and juicy with excellent crispy exterior. The dill pickle chips were well battered and fried perfectly, and the sauces were all really tasty. The buttermilk ranch was nothing new or inventive, but it was delicious ranch, and it went perfectly with the pickles. It was nice with the tenders, too. The donkey sauce was very tasty. It's kind of familiar, but also doesn't really taste like anything else. It's the sort of thing that tastes like something you've had before but can't quite put your finger on. The real standout was the Nashville hot honey with the absolute perfect blend of sweet and heat. It was good on the pickles, it was great on the chicken, it was definitely our sauce pick of the day. The menu at Chicken Guy is simple, but it is all done well. The decor is wild and crazy, and the atmosphere is lively and energized. This was our busiest stop of the day, and the most crowded. A combination of its newness, the celebrity chef angle, and the fact that it's just very tasty chicken. I think it's worth the wait and worth another visit.
Stop number 2. Pizza Ponte.
As mentioned numerous times in the past, I am a self-proclaimed pizzatarian. I love pizza in all shapes and sizes, so a stop at Pizza Ponte was a must. This quick-service eatery is attached to Maria and Enzo's Ristorante and is operated by the same people. While Maria and Enzo's is a sit-down restaurant, Pizza Ponte is great for a quick bite or even a grab-and-go snack. The menu includes salads, paninis, and of course pizza, which is available by the slice. Most of the pizza slices here are the square Roma-style pizza. The crust is denser and thicker than standard pizza dough, a little more like a focaccia bread than your standard pizza crust. The toppings are generous, and while $7 may seem a bit steep for a single slice, they are quite large, and the quality, both of the ingredients and the preparation, is clear from the first bite. We tried the porchetta with hot peppers and onions because a fresh tray had just come out of the oven and it looked too good to pass up. The porchetta, Italian-style roasted pork, was tender and flavorful, juicy but not fatty. The hot peppers were spicy but not overwhelming, and the onions had gotten nice and caramelized in the oven. Pair that with gooey, melty mozzarella, deep and aromatic tomato sauce, and a crisp bottom crust, and you've got a tasty slice of pizza pie. You can tell right away these slices are a cut above most pizza at Disney. The ingredients are top quality, and the preparation feels authentic and skillful. We only shared the one slice because there was lots more to do, but I was seriously tempted to skip the food crawl and settle in for pizza instead.
Stop number 3. The Basket at Wine Bar George.
Wine Bar George, named after Master Sommelier George Milot, is a new lounge at Disney Springs featuring over 130 curated wines and a selection of small plates, nibbles, charcuterie, and more. The Basket at Wine Bar George is the takeaway picnic counter that's perfect for guests who just want a little sip or who want to build a gourmet picnic basket for themselves. One of the coolest offerings at the Basket is that you can customize a mix of sandwiches, cookies, wine, and bites and have it all boxed up in a picnic basket. This sounds like an awesome idea for a Disney Springs date night and definitely something to explore on a future visit. We made a special stop at the Basket because we had been reading the rave reviews of a special beverage on offer called a Frogelet, a frozen slushy version of a Beaujolais wine, a French-style wine that is a very light-tasting red but not quite a rosé. Frozen slushy wines are a food trend on the rise, and don't be surprised if you see them popping up at your local bar or restaurant and making appearances at Epcot during the International Food and Wine Festival and other festivals. Rosé, called frosé in this format, and white wines are the usual pick for wine slushies, but this red version was intriguing to us. The Frogelet, $13, was outstanding. The drink was crisp and refreshing, the wine was fruity and a little sweet but not syrupy or cloying. The slushiness didn't turn the drink watery or dilute the flavors. It turned a nice glass of wine into a fun and novel beverage. For wine enthusiasts, this is a playful twist on a dynamic wine. For everyone else, this is a fruity, refreshing, and delicious beverage to cool you down on a hot, sunny day. Whether you're grabbing a drink and snack or building a picnic basket, there are lots of gourmet treats waiting for you at the Basket. At this point, we were about halfway through our food crawl and needed a little pick-me-up, so we headed to Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company in search of a little caffeine.
Stop number 4. Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company.
You're probably already familiar with Joffrey's. They are ubiquitous across America and provide the majority of the coffee available at WDW. Many of Disney's signature restaurants feature signature blends and roasts of Joffrey's coffee not available anywhere else. There's even a special Joffrey's roast that's only available at Aulani, Disney's Hawaiian resort. What drew us to Joffrey's, though, is their latest coffee innovation, Disney character coffee art. When you order a latte, cappuccino, nitro cold brew, or other beverage that produces a smooth, white surface layer, for an additional 50 cents, Joffrey's can imprint your choice of Disney character right onto the drink. I don't know how it works. Probably just a bit of pixie dust magic, but you pick your character, we went classic Mickey Mouse, they make your coffee, then place the cup in a special finishing machine, and voila! Instant drinkable character art. We opted for a nitro cold brew, a slow brew method that is infused with nitrogen and gives the coffee a very smooth flavor and slight sweetness, shaken Jamaican coffee, $5.35, with a Mickey Mouse design printed on the top. The character printer is super cool. It only takes a few seconds and the design is really well done. I was also impressed it didn't dissolve right away. You can sip away at your coffee and still enjoy that extra little bit of Disney magic. Now the design does not change the taste, but for an extra 50 cents it's a super way to plus your drink. Unfortunately, you can't print a design on every beverage Joffrey's has to offer, but the staff can help you navigate which drinks will work. Joffrey's offers a wide selection of hot and cold coffee and tea, as well as a few signature cocktails. At this point, we took our coffee on a little walk through the shops. World of Disney, Marketplace Co-op, Trendy, and Basin are some nearby favorites. Then strolled along the Christmas tree trail as it was that time of year. What better way to work up an appetite? Now, as Pooh says, it was time for something sweet.
Stop number 5, Amorette's Patisserie.
Nestled in behind the Lego store in the World of Disney, you'll find Amorette's Patisserie, which is home to a wide selection of cakes and pastries that are almost too beautiful to eat. Even if you're not in the mood for dessert, pop your head into Amorette's the next time you're in the neighborhood and marvel at the incredible cake decorating and pastry work happening inside. The open concept kitchen lets you get a glimpse of the amazing care and detail the pastry chefs put into every dessert on offer. Amorette's even offers a 90-minute cake decorating class where you can learn the secrets to beautiful cakes. Well, there are a few sandwiches and some crepes on offer at Amorette's. It's really all about the sweets. The pastry cases are bursting with cakes, cookies, tarts, eclairs, meringues, and so much more. Each one is beautifully decorated and all look extremely tempting. We settled on the Mickey Mousse, $8, which is a chocolate chiffon cake, dark chocolate mousse, and white chocolate mousse decorated in a perfect Mickey Mouse dome. We also couldn't resist the pineapple eclair, $6, which may have been seasonal or limited time offering because the menu now only lists pistachio, lemon meringue, raspberry, caramel sea salt, or chocolate eclair flavors. First off, let's talk about this eclair. The menu simply said pineapple, but let me tell you what it really was. It was Dole Whip. Now, I know that Dole Whip tastes like pineapple, but really, Dole Whip has its own distinct pineapple flavor, and that is exactly what the filling in this eclair tasted like. I don't know why this isn't on the permanent menu, and why they aren't broadcasting it in neon lights as a Dole Whip eclair, because I think guests would be going crazy for it if they knew. The Mickey Mousse was also delicious and just so adorable. The chiffon cake was light and fluffy, and the mousse had a lovely velvety texture. It reminded me of a very thin cheesecake. The red glaze is not flavored, it just serves as decoration, and both of the desserts were rich and satisfying without being overly sweet. Everything at Amorette's looks amazing and tastes even better. Also, if you really want to plus a special birthday or other festive occasion, you can call ahead, minimum 72 hours notice, and pre-order a specialty cake.
Stop number 6, Morimoto Asia Street Food.
We reached the final stop of the crawl, and at this point we were feeling pretty full. However, we have been to Morimoto Asia before for a proper sit-down meal and know just how amazing the food is, so we decided to press on for one last bite. Morimoto Asia Street Food is the attached quick-service counter that lets you sample a bit of the Iron Chef without the need for reservations or a full meal. There are lots of dishes on offer, including ramen, steamed buns, sushi, and more. The dish that caught my eye was the takoyaki, octopus fritter with nori, pickled ginger, and okonomi sauce, a popular street food in Japan that originates in the Osaka area. You don't see this dish very often, and I was attracted to the novelty of it. Sadly, the takoyaki was not to be. The staff simply said it wasn't available until later, so I moved into a reliable standard, shrimp tempura roll, $8. The shrimp tempura roll is a hand roll style sushi with tempura fried shrimp, lettuce, cucumber, and spicy mayo, wrapped up in nori, dried seaweed, and seasoned sushi rice. It was good, but not terribly exciting. All the ingredients were good quality, well prepared and seasoned nicely, but the dish just lacked some pizzazz. I still ate the whole thing and enjoyed it. I just felt that coming from the Iron Chef's restaurant, there should have been some secret ingredient or unique twist that might elevate this roll from something you can order at any sushi counter to a special Morimoto roll. All in all, we were too full to be truly disappointed, and declared the Disney Springs food crawl a success. If you want to follow along on our exact route for your own food crawl, and depending on how much window shopping and other activities you do along the way, I would plan 3 to 4 hours and a budget of approximately $65 if you share everything like we did. For the two of us, we were more than full and very satisfied with the whole outing. We had a blast doing this food crawl, and I think it makes a great activity for a day outside the parks. You can try and match our food crawl route, or better yet, make up a new route and see how many new things you can taste. The food crawl was an awesome way to taste and explore Disney Springs, and I'm sure we'll be doing it again. You have been listening to WDW Escape, presented by WDW Magazine. If you enjoyed this magical moment, you're sure to love the all-new content in every issue of WDW Magazine. Still missing Walt Disney World? Subscribe to WDW Magazine at wdw-magazine.com. You'll be transported right back to your happy place. Use coupon code PODCAST for $10 off an annual digital edition. From all of us here at WDW Magazine, have a magical day.